Everyone wants more money, but most of us weren't taught how to create an abundant life. That's where the law of attraction, manifesting success stories show comes in. If you are ready to have more money, create more freedom, and experience more fun, turn the volume up. It's time to learn how to create the prosperity and life you have been dreaming of. Here's your host, Cassie Parks.
Hello and welcome to this episode. I am your host, Cassie Parks, and I am back with Vicki Pace for her 12th interview in the Years of Growth series. Welcome, Vicki.
Well, thank you.
So awesome. So tell us, how has your future self been shining through
Recently? Trusting and excited and present and fulfilled and happy. Should I keep going?
I mean, that's awesome. I feel like awesome.
Yeah.
Sum it up, right?
Yeah.
And so what amazing things have been happening because of that, or what's awesome today?
I just have been having amazing things falling into my lap the last few, weeks. I guess it's been a couple of weeks, but it just is all sliding into my lap without me doing anything. Literally, it's arriving for me. And then I just chit chat about it and it's done.
I love it. I just picture you on like this queen's chair or empress chair, and just people are just putting things in your lap for you.
It's just being delivered straight to me. Oh my God. All of it. Yes. I just have so many awesome things coming up and happening right at this moment. And I'm really excited. And I'm really excited too. My sister's coming into town in 2 days. I know, I'm so excited. And my mom and my aunt are coming in the week after that. So
that's amazing. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So let's start with the promotion.
Okay.
That's awesome. It's the first thing you told me today. So that's where we should start. I was looking back at notes too, and we talked about a promotion the last time.
I know. But yeah, I texted you just to say I was going to be, I think 10 minutes late or something. And you're like, perfect. And I was like, yeah, of course it is. Because in my head, I was like, just you wait, Cassie. It's going to be another promotion. So, I don't know. I've been helping out at this, this youth theater for a couple weeks, and they have me on the books to continue helping them out. And then my boss just pulled me aside today and was like, would you be interested in more work? I was like, yes, I would. I love this place. I love you. Oh my gosh. Any excuse to be here more. I would love that. And it sounds like it's just going to be a perfect fit for my life, and it's going to be so easy and fun and good money. Oh, I just can't wait. So, and that just happened out of nowhere. And oh my gosh, actually I got 2. I didn't tell you about that. And the other one is just like, I'm helping out with their, grown-up show. God, I'm such a teacher. Their adult show, their like main stage adult show. They need help backstage, and which is something I've been trying to get into more, is like helping out with the adult shows so I can eventually direct some adult shows. And they asked me to do that. And then 10 minutes later, he's like, and by the way, come see me in my office.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So 2 promotions in one day.
Yes.
That's so awesome.
No, and it's a Christmas show, which I'd been wanting. I was like, I really want a Christmas show this year. I just want to be like around some fun Christmas music. And so, yes, I'll get to do it. And because it's tech, it's a shorter requirement for me.
You don't have to commit as much.
Commitment. That's it. Yeah. It's a shorter commitment for me. So it's even better.
That is so awesome.
I know.
All of these things that you want. Okay. There's so much about it. So you have a Christmas show now, which has been on your thing, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's been on your thing, and one didn't work out, but we knew, because it's August 5th when we're recording this. So Christmas, but this is the time when people start casting Christmas shows, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so something didn't work out, but you still got your Christmas show.
Yeah. And there were like multiple things. Oh, it just all happened so well.
I'm excited. So awesome. All right. Okay. I love it. I just want to say this as we get into this. So you've been in the Enchanted Circle for about 16 months.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about this kids camp, but I want to forget to say this. All right. So how much have you manifested since our last interview?
$8,000. Yeah. And like, to be exact, it's 79, 78 and 82 cents. But I do, like, on the top of my head, know of like 5 other things that I just haven't put in there yet. So it's over $8,000. So $8,000.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Which brings your total to over
$50,000. So my new total is $53,148.19.
Woo, that's amazing.
I know.
So awesome. I love it. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels so good. I knew I would get over 50 at some point, and like, I'm just so now 100 just feels so much easier.
Right? I know. It's probably going to happen by the end of the year.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Done.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, so good. All right. I love that. So we talked about your promotion. Let's talk about, well, I want to ask this first. How has your summer felt?
I know I said I wanted it to feel a specific way, and I don't remember what I said.
I couldn't find the note, so it's okay.
Oh, good. So the quiz is over. All right.
Yeah.
My summer has felt fun and free and easy and fulfilling and happy and like light and breezy is the phrase coming to mind. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I think I couldn't find the note because we might have talked about it on a call instead of an interview, but
yeah,
I feel like that is more expansive than you even said.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you've gotten to do so many, like, talk about the acting part. Like, what have you gotten to do this summer? What's your summer look like?
I finished up a show that was super fulfilling, being in that show. And then I don't know if on the last interview, I had gotten cast at the last interview, got to cast in a Jane Austen play, which Jane Austen is just a huge part of my life. And I've been performing every weekend a Jane Austen play every weekend for the last, 3 or 4 weeks. And I have 3 or 4 more weeks left. And it's just a dream come true every single night. And it's so fulfilling and magical every night. And there are times when I'm on stage looking at another actor and like, I can't believe I'm here. I'm here. This is happening. This is happening right now. I know.
Yes.
So it's that. And I got to teach and direct a kids camp this summer, which I wanted to be fulfilling, fun, and inspiring, I think. And it was all 3 of those things every single day, every single moment. Yeah. And so like my magical days, like what I really wanted for my summer was to teach kids in the day and perform adult theater at night. And that's what I did. Adult meaning grown up. I just don't know how to say it.
Well, like you, I don't know how to say it.
It's the adult version of Jane Austen. Woo!
Right?
It's gonna get weird.
Yeah. Well, like you get to perform at night and teach kids during the day and perform at night.
Yeah. It's so fulfilling and magical. That's kind of like what I always want my life to be is inspiring and fulfilling kids in theater and then performing for myself at night.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And I remember when because it was a little sticky to get to this summer, right? Like there were things that kept coming up and it's like, should I take that? Should I not take that? Like, will this work out? Will this not work out? And this conflict, right?
Yeah.
Does this box me in from not being able to do something else, right? And when we said it, okay, what do you want? It was teach kids in the day, at night, right? Yeah. And that was, that the Jane Austen thing wasn't even on the table at that moment, right? It kind of popped up after you got really clear.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it did. I think that timing really worked out. Like within that next week, I realized that I was available for it.
Yeah.
Signed up right away.
Right. Yeah. And you might not have been had you kind of, chose some other things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking back at creating this amazing summer, that's been everything and more than you wanted, what did you say were like, because it wasn't easy, but what did you have to go through or what did you have to decide? What was the process?
Especially at the beginning of this camp starting, it was a 3-week long process of like directing and teaching. The first like week and a half or so was challenging. Like a lot of growth was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so exciting to see that I had gone through a similar growth this time last year. And why it was happening again was just that it was up leveled. Like
Mm-hmm.
I had grown last summer so that I'd be better at growing this summer.
Yes.
And it would be easier and faster and more deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were, I think your original question was, what have I learned through this?
Yeah. Or like take us back from your memory from like, what am I going to do this summer? And sort of there was a conflict, right? Like now it's like, yeah, this is amazing. But there was a point where it was like, what am I going to do? And some, I don't even know, some feelings about making choices and creating this, right? Or allowing the space for it to be created, I think is a better way of saying it.
Yeah, there were some things that fell through that felt like, not failures, but they felt like bad bumps in the road kind of. And it was interesting to see. I think I was just about to like up level that kind of growth. And then I felt like I knew there was a reason why, but I still was uncomfortable and crying a lot. But I knew there was like not a light at the end of the tunnel, but a sort of another step afterwards. And sure enough, it all fell into place super quickly right away. And it was immediately like, okay, this is why all of these things weren't right for me at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm learning to trust on a deeper level. And I've experienced some things the last couple days, even like last night,
Mm-hmm.
that I was like, this is my old story. This is happening right. I'm closing this browser window now. And it like happened all in 10 seconds.
Right.
And I was like, it dawned on me, I think last night falling asleep after all it had happened was like, this is up. It's because I'm up leveling and I'm growing and it's uncomfortable. And then the next morning I got a promotion.
Right. That's awesome.
I know. So it was kind of comforting knowing like, oh, this is my old story showing up. There must be something big happening right now. There's something in the works I'm excited for.
I love that is now your go-to, right? You're like, oh, this is not cool. Like, but something bigger is coming.
Yeah. Like, this is gross. What's happening here? And then it was like, oh, okay. I had like just this huge, like, I just hated what I was doing. And I was like, why am I so uncomfortable doing this? And I was like, oh, because it's my old story. I need to shut this down. And then like finishing, I think we were watching a TV show or something. I was like, okay, I'm ready. I feel it. It's cool. It's good. And even my boyfriend noticed a shift. He was like, you feel bad. So it's so great.
Awesome. That is great. Tell us what he said again. It just cut out.
He said, you're better now, right? I was like, yeah. And it's not till this moment that I realized it was like when I shut down my computer and like just turned off that story, that I was present again and I was my future self again. And that was that. It was so cool. And like that was the shift I made. And it was big enough that he noticed it.
That is so awesome. And
yeah.
How long would you, because I think it's all amazing. I think it's so amazing that you can do it like in an instant now.
Yeah.
And how long do you think that would have taken to run through the process?
Oh God, weeks.
Weeks.
I mean, not like 4 weeks, but definitely like a week and a half of like going through it and feeling how I could do it, and it's because I'm in the process of moving. So there's like stories coming up because I'm shifting spaces and all the things. And I just was like, doesn't even matter. I fixed it.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to get up every day in your life now?
Like, I'm excited every day, but it's not like I jump out of bed like, woohoo! It's more like I'm happy to start my day every day because every day is filled with fulfilling sort of awesome adventures.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing.
Yeah, I just am. I don't want to say that I'm lucky, but like I'm feeling very blessed. I created this, and I'm feeling very powerful. I think that's the phrase I'm looking for. Powerful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You did create this.
Mm-hmm.
How does that, like, even making that statement, how does that feel?
It just feels right. Like it feels heavy in a good way, like very grounded. That's a good, yes. It feels very grounded and truthful.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
I want to share a couple other things about your promotion, because when you said it's super easy and it fits into your life, I just want to share a couple of those details, because you're an actress, and being an actor, like, you have different schedules and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I'm guessing that some people who want to be actors have some stories about everything fitting together, right?
Yeah.
And so do you want to share all the cool ways this promotion just sort of fits easily into your life?
Well, it's only going to be a couple hours a week. I mean, 20 at most, I would think. He doesn't really know yet, but I can do it from home from my own laptop.
Yes.
And one of the best ways is that I will need to stop in the office once or twice a week, and it's directly on the way to, it's exactly halfway to my theater that I perform at all the time. And that theater up north is like an hour drive. So, but this office is like 22 minutes north, and I can finish the drive from there to go to perform at night. So it's exactly halfway to performing and acting. So it's like I'm getting paid to drive again, paid to go, paid to commute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so awesome. I love that. And like, Vicki lives in Denver. So like literally it's just to get off the highway, for those of you like who can't picture this. When we say halfway, it's like 1 minute off the highway and 1 minute back on to head to your to your theater.
Yeah, if that, it's directly off the highway. You can see the building from the highway. So
so awesome.
I know.
What's the best thing about being you right now?
The inspiration I'm receiving and giving.
Oh, do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, I keep working with really amazing kids that, for anyone who works with kids regularly, that it's a give and take of learning and growth. And often there are days when I walk away feeling like I learned more than they did. And that I feel like it opens pathways for me to open up space for growth and inspiration. I like the inspiration to grow, or inspiration for more space. And it just keeps happening all over the place. And it feels so good and so easy. It's just lovely.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And have you taken your future self into this director role?
Oh, yeah.
How does she show up?
She honoring of everyone's space.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of different personalities the last month or so, and it's felt really good and powerful to honor where they're at and respect that and show up for them there, but still stay separate and disengaged from it. And not trying to drive into their lane and fix their car, just staying by myself in my own lane. And my future self is also showing up as I say trusting. It's very general, but mostly trusting of my process that's coming to light more and more. The more work I do like this, the more I see that, oh, this is how my future self works, and this is how she prepares for things, and this is how she gets stuff done. And it's wonderful because it's very much time saving.
Yes. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I'm sure I've talked about memorizing lines on here before. And this is similar in that it's like preparation work that needs to be done before you show up at the theater. And it gets done without me having to plan. And I did sort of fall back a little on forcing it, like, oh, I need at least 45 minutes to block 10, 15 pages. I need to get that done. And then I would sit down and do it, and it just would like, oh my God, I just could not think of it or get it out. And it just turned out that I needed to not do those pages and wait till I got in the space and see, oh, this is why, because either a kid did something funny that inspired me to move them this way, and now it's a huge comedic bit. And it just, like one moment specifically, I just couldn't think of what to do with the kids in this one little, like it was the tree fight scene or something. And I just could not think of it. And then we got in the space. I was like, oh, I know what to do here. And just taught it to them in 10 seconds. And it ended up being one of the funniest bits in the show.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just for those listening, I really want to break that down because I just sit there and listen to that. I'm like, yes, but it's when you trust and you're in your future self. I think your future self is very confident. Your current self is becoming so confident.
Yeah.
You can trust in your own abilities, right? So you don't have to spend, I think what's happening behind the scenes, you don't have to spend a lot of time like trying to figure it out. And you're also trusting that intuition that like, oh, whatever it happens, like when I'm in the space, like you can just see it, right? Which is trusting your abilities and who you are and knowing what she does rather than like trying to have to like make it be something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was what was happening when I would force time slots of work was I need it to be great. I need it to be perfect so that people like me. And it just never flowed. And then when I got in the space and let go of it, and honestly, I think it's when I get in the space, I am my future self. It's kind of been a thing with me is like every time I walk through these doors, I'm my future self.
Yes.
I just made that decision, and it's been like that ever since.
Oh, I love it. That gives me goosebumps.
Oh, God. Because it truly has been. And a couple times I've been like, I've been my future self all day, and I haven't thought about I need to be my future self. It just like, I think it's because that one time I committed to every time I walk through these glass doors, I'm going to be my future self.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah. Mm.
So what are you excited about in the next 30 to 90 days?
My family coming to visit is going to be great. Yeah. And I'm starting another directing project with this group that's so fulfilling and magical, and we barely even started. We've had one like production meeting, and I'm already like itching to get more and to just like kind of just let the inspiration flow onto paper and let it come. And I'm so excited for that. Oh my God, it's just gonna be so great. And then like my Christmas show after that, that's falling into place right now. That's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for that. And then for this promotion, which it sounds like he wants me to start like within, next week or something really soon. I just am really excited for all of that. And I'm so happy. I listened to my instinct to shut down my computer last night and just be, and I just am I'm so happy. So those are, would you say 3 to 6 months?
Yeah. Or 30 to 90 days. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. That's all those things.
I love it.
Plus the other show I'm in that like we start rehearsals on Wednesday, that's going to be, the music is so beautiful. It just is. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Oh my gosh. And my friend, sorry, stop me when you need to. And my like non-theater work friends are coming to see my Jane Austen show this Sunday, and we're going to go get brunch first, and my sister's going to come, and then they're going to come see it. And I'm so excited for them to see it. They're just going to die. It's going to be so fun.
That's amazing.
I know.
Yay. Oh, that's so much fun. I love it. So cool. So what do you think is the biggest lesson? Oh, actually, I had a question about shutting down your computer, but I can't remember it. So what's the biggest lesson that you've learned? Like we're always growing, right? But you're in the phase where like, it's not sort of that day-to-day growth. And it really is choices. Like you mentioned, like I'm walking in as my future self every time. Right. And it's more those decisions than sort of like the things that we do. Like when when you start with Manifest 10K, it's like, do that. It's all prepping your brain.
Yeah.
Right now it's you becoming aware and having to make decisions. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so what do you think is the biggest lesson you've learned in this part of the journey?
Big picture.
Say more.
Yeah. I don't know if end game is the right way, because that makes it seem so final, like
Right,
a one destination, but a big picture I think is better. And that's been really helpful to let go of the details, and not have to manhandle my manifesting. And it's freed up brain space and time and ease and comfort by thinking big picture and allowing everything to work for me.
Ooh, yeah. I got goosebumps on that.
I know, I did too. And that's and it's not that I'm not working. Obviously, it is like I am doing work in that I'm still calling my future self forward and sort of addressing her and utilizing her peace and knowledge. So that's work I'm doing, but it's working for me and like working in the background. So like when I shut down my computer, I knew that there was something working for me behind the scenes.
Oh, I love it.
I know.
Yeah. So you, would you say it this way? Like you do the work that you need to do, which is calling her forward and utilizing her peace, her knowledge, whatever else she has in her life in each moment. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And allowing that space behind the scenes to be created.
Yeah.
Or allowing those things to be created, right?
Yeah. And I think it allows the space so that those things can get created not without me, obviously, but without my manhandling.
Right. Because if you think about it, I just can't help but put this in like a theater metaphor. Like you're not on stage wondering if someone's going to put up the right next set.
Right.
Trust it's going to happen.
Oh my God. Absolutely. And it's like, I'm doing that right now as a director. I delegate. I came into our first production meeting, was like, this is my vision. And they're like, okay, we'll have sketches for you in 2 weeks. I was like, cool, great. I don't have to do anything, but I know it's going to happen. And what they bring to me is going to be beautiful and inspiring. And that's going to inspire me to create a beautiful show.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know.
It's so great.
Oh, it is.
Any advice you would give right now to like, I would even say to your past self, right before you joined the Enchanted Circle?
Relax. Like I think that me who was about to join the Enchanted Circle was feeling that same shifting and slipping into old stories.
Yeah.
And it's, I just wish I could just download all that all the lessons I've learned, but obviously I appreciate all the lessons I've learned. You can't really download those kind of lessons. Right. But I just relax and go with the flow. I would definitely say that.
I love it.
Yeah.
So amazing. And thank you for sharing it and your whole journey for everyone. I know I got so many comments on your first interview series about how honest you were and how much peace you gave people just by sharing what you shared and us being able to have a conversation that I really need someone else, to have it with. I could say it, but it's different when I have, we can talk about it together. So that was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, good. That makes me so happy that people were fulfilled and inspired.
Yes. And
I'm just sharing inspiration and getting inspired always.
Always. I love it. Well, if people are so inspired that they want to follow you or connect with you, how can they do that?
The best way is through Instagram. My handle is at Vicki, not Vicky. It's spelled VICKINOT, VICKY.
I love it. Definitely follow Vicki for all the get the inspiration and give the inspiration.
Yeah. Oh my God, always.
Oh, I love it. And I am so excited to come back and talk to you next time about what else is new and awesome, because I know there's going to be a whole list, probably like 4 other promotions.
Oh, at least.
Right? I love it. Like I'm just curious if you can get 3 in one day, because the last time it was like 1 and now it's 2. So I'm just super curious if there's a way to get 3 in a day, which there is, and if anyone could do it, it's you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure I'll get all 4 in one day.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Me either. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Vicki, for being here.
Thank you, Cassie.
You are welcome. And thank you all for listening, and make sure to come back and check out what else is awesome in Vicki's life in her next interview.
Thank you for joining us on the Law of Attraction Manifesting Success Stories show. To learn more about enrolling in the Enchanted Circle, go to cassieparks.com.